Hi, I'm Franklin Fick from the Spirit Dragon Institute, and behind me you can see the lovely island of St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands where we're located. And today we're going to talk a little bit about hand strength and finger strength. For the Chinese martial arts, the finger strength, the hand strength, and the wrist strength is really important. Not only does it have to do with the grip strength and the fact that if you punch somebody, you don't want the wrist to buckle, but also for the Chinese health aspect, they say they have the theory of roots and branches. So in other words, the internal body is the root and the branches are the extremities. So if the extremities are healthy, it means the internal body should be healthy too, for the most part. Now today we're going to talk about the gripping jars. This is a very simple way to train the hand strength. Basically you take a jar. Plastic is better than glass because when you're training, most likely your hands are going to get tired and you're going to end up dropping the jar. So if you have plastic, chances are it won't break. Whereas if you have glass, it might break and cause some problems because you have to clean up all the glass from the floor. It can be rather dangerous. So what I used was a pasta sauce jar. This is the 4-pound pasta sauce jar. The important thing to think about is the circumference. You want the fingertips to grip the outside of the jar. You don't want it to be too wide and you don't want it to be too skinny. So for me, this 4-pound pasta jar is about the right size. And what I did was I filled it up with sand. And you can fill it up with as much sand as you can handle. But you don't want to go over too much that you can handle. In other words, the fingers have a lot of small muscles and the wrist has a lot of small muscles. So when you first start out, just put a little bit and then gradually work up. And I'm going to demonstrate some of the movements you can do. Is you hold the jar, you hold it out to the side, and you can raise and lower, raise and lower. What you can also do is hold it and go back and forth like this, and make big circles, so you hit both sides of the wrist. Now, that's just some ideas. Basically, you can do anything you can think of with this. But how most people train is you want to have 2 jars, and what you do is you get into a horse stance, because you always want to train as much of the body as you can at one time. And what you can do is you can hold the hands out to the side and practice this. You can also do the same thing, the hands to the front, and do all the motions that way. The important thing though is that you don't want to overdo it, and when you finish training, you want to allow the hands a chance to relax and not be strained. If you're practicing and the hands are too tired and you feel weakness, then that's too much training. The idea is you want to build up over time. And like I said, this is a very old training. I guess in the old days they would use clay jars, but in the modern times, like I said, we can just get a jar from the supermarket that you probably have lying around your house already, and some sand that you can get from any home improvement store sells sand. The sand that I actually got was people had sandbags that they were getting rid of, so that's the sand that I used here. And remember to enjoy your training, but always train smart and stay safe, and don't hurt yourself.